Awesome, and welcome to the glute bridge video tutorial. Now the glute bridge could be arguably the single greatest exercise that we have in all of functional yoga instruction. The glute bridge and the rearward shift are very, very therapeutic, very, very functional exercises that can help restore asymmetries, give us strength, move better, relieve pain. It's a very, very powerful pose. The intent of the glute bridge is hip extension. When you bring your knees to your chest, that's called hip flexion. And a lot of us spend time in a hip flexed state, sitting in car seats, sitting on chairs, sitting on the toilets. We're in this sort of semi-flexed state all the time. So it's hard for us to extend our hips, which is the opposite of that. So the glute bridge, not only does it help tone and strengthen the glutes, but it helps to bring functionality back to our hips. It also helps to strengthen the low back. It's very, very good and therapeutic pose. Less talking, more doing. Let me get out of the way. So if Karen will please lie flat on her back. Good. And just double check, shoulders down, forehead back, chin down. Now most people can tolerate it if their feet are about hip width apart and if their toes point forward. We're going to start from this base. Now although Karen's arms are by her side, they're just there for decoration to keep her from rolling around. She's not going to push in with her arms if she can help it. Now, we take a breath in. We take a breath out. We pull our Kegel muscles into our body and push down through our feet. So pushing straight down through your feet gets your behind up off the ground. So keep pushing, keep lifting. Now, Karen's doing a great job here. This is not easy. And the goal here, the action here is, even though Karen has stopped moving, she's still pressing down with her feet. She's still pushing down. So her glutes are activating. The glutes tighten, the hip flexors lengthen. Now, if you look carefully at the shape of Karen's angles here, she looks like a bicycle ramp. There's a straight line from her knee pretty much all the way down to her shoulder. Kegels engaged, glutes engaged. Karen, take the backs of your hands and tap your glutes. So that's called palpation. So we palpate the muscles to make sure that they're toned. Kegels engaged. Now very, very, very slowly start to lower down. You want to slowly come out of the poses. Any of the functional yoga instruction poses. We go into the pose slowly, stay in the pose, come out of the pose slowly. We always want to be under a certain amount of tension. The tension is what helps tone our muscles, but it also helps protect our joints, and it keeps us stable. Now, that was a good bridge. Karen, can you do a not so good bridge? So take a breath in, breath out, and let's see what Karen comes up with. This is actually pretty good. Lower your hips a little bit. Yeah, see, it's hard for Karen to do it wrong.
I've never done it wrong.
So just come up a little bit. Okay, so here you can see now that there's no bicycle ramp shape. Karen's hips are kind of low. And you'll see this in some clients. They are just so tight through the front of their body that they can't get the elevation. The way to fix that is to squeeze the glutes, push down with your feet. So there you go. Keep squeezing with the glutes, push down with the feet. When you contract one set of muscles, the opposing set of muscles have to release. So by squeezing the glutes, toning the glutes, the hip flexors have to release. That's just how things work. Slowly start to lower down. And release. Now, because of camera angles and stuff like that, I'll just kind of talk through it instead of demonstrating it. Other things to look for when your clients are in the bridge, so if you can imagine that my arms are your client's shin bones, you don't want the knees collapsing inward. You want the knees to at least be neutral or maybe slightly wider. Kind of like the foot in Warrior 2. We want the foot under the ankle, under the shin, under the knee. So we have a nice column, a nice base of support. If the knees are collapsing in, pulling the mat apart with their feet, activating those side hip muscles can help bring the shins to a more vertical position. But also look at their feet. If their feet are out really wide, there's a chance that their knees are going to collapse in. Get those feet about hip width apart. Keep those shins on top of the feet. Keep the knees on top of the shins. Anything else? Karen says we are good to go. That is the glute bridge. Now, your homework is to practice, practice, practice. Practice on yourself, practice on your clients, and when you're ready for me to see the video, post it and I'll analyze it.